There we go. All right. All right. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I'll make sure. Can you guys hear me? Turn this down. Oh, all right. I have to turn the screen off. All right. For you guys that are listening or watching, let me know where you guys are calling or watching from, the name of your business. If you have any questions that you want us to answer, this is going to be talking about automations, CBN automations, which basically helps you automate your business from beginning to end. It helps you take your business to another level. It helps you kind of get that time back that you were looking for when you first started your business. It gives you the ability to work on your business as opposed to working in your business. So, Clean Business Automations. Um, Go to cleanbizuniversity.com and you can click on automations, and you can get the Clean Business Automations course or a kit now. It's called a kit now. So definitely check into that. So since AJ is going to be in shortly, what we'll do is we'll answer any questions. You do shout outs to people that are on, and it looks like we're getting a lot of people that are getting on right now. So if you have questions, now is the time to kind of get your questions formulated for us. And then when AJ pops on, we'll definitely get to all the questions that we can get to in this time frame that we have. But we're looking forward to it. It's been a minute since we've been on. Had a lot going on with the court, with the CBN conference, and then just life, so a lot of stuff going on. And then AJ just recently had the subcontractor certification. So that was pretty awesome. For what I hear, I wasn't there, but I heard good things about it. So he's doing this thing. So definitely, if you're trying to take your business to the next level, you're trying to automate, you're trying to at least grow your business, definitely you want to get into CBN if you're not already a member of the family. And then if you want to level up, you want to get into the Clean Business Automations kit, which has a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of information. It's absolutely helped me take my business to the next level. So I'm excited about what changes that AJ is going to start, that we're going to start bringing to the automations course. Stay tuned for that, because there's a lot of good changes that's going to help you take your business to the next level, like I said. So while we're waiting for AJ to pop on here, I'm going to read some of the posts or the responses that people have. It looks like there is for some reason my script out there it is. We have Matt. Okay, I'm not going to try to say that last name, but Maggie. Happy Friday, Maggie from Maggie, Florida, I guess. Okay, awesome. Thank you for signing in, for taking time to just watch this live. Hopefully you have some questions for us. If you have any questions for us, definitely put them in the chat and we'll get to them, as quickly as we possibly can. We have some stuff to talk about. AJ has some things we want to talk about, but we mainly want to answer your questions. So definitely have your questions ready. AJ Simmons, everybody eats. What's up, bro? On my way. Of course, I got it. I'll hold it down till you get here. Next, we have, it looks like it says, Alex, how do you make sure sites are covered regarding call-offs or no-shows so you're not going all over the place? Okay, all right. So that's a really, really good question. I'm glad you asked. And I'm sure a lot of people probably have the same question. So that's pretty awesome. One thing you can do is, I have people that are actually fill-ins, right? So, I have a team of subcontractors that handle certain accounts, but then I have people that are on-call subcontractors, which, could be your operations manager or your QA, your quality check person, or somebody that you just have on call that when somebody calls out, you can put them into that job. Now, in order for that to work, though, you definitely have to have a system in place where, you have a checklist or your scope of work is, they're able to know exactly what needs to be done, unless they've already worked the job before. Because if you get somebody that has never done the job before and you want to put them to fill in at, say, one account that you just recently got, if you don't have your checklist on what needs to be done. Now you still have to go over there, or somebody has to go over there, tell them exactly what to do, and where everything is. So you still really have to walk them through. So normally I have somebody that's trained in all of my jobs, or that is familiar with all of my jobs, in addition to having operating procedures, so they know when they go in, this is a checklist of the things that they need to get accomplished, and that's how I do it. Call outs are a big thing. They happen a lot, and you have to be ready for them. Sometimes you find out at the last second, that, hey, I can't come in, and I hate those. But in those situations, if I can't fill them with my fill-in person, then I'll go in there myself, or my wife, who's also my operations manager, she'll do it, or we'll just do it together. So that's how we kind of attack it. But you need to have somebody that's dedicated to filling in for those. And this is speaking from the perspective of, you don't want to do the cleaning. You want to have a system in place where if that happens, somebody else goes in. You need to have those systems set up where you have a checklist, you have procedures for, if this person calls out or somebody calls out, I'm gonna contact this person, let them know that they need to be there. But also you have to let the client know, hey, this person, we had a call out, or whatever you want to say, however you want to word it, but let them know that you're running, the person is running behind, or you have somebody filling in for them, to ensure that they know that somebody's coming in to fill in that position. Hopefully that answered your question. All right. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. My screen is far away, so I'm trying to see exactly where. Okay, here it is. All right, so next one is, let's see, Scola. So Anthony Wright from Scola Janitorial Services in Kissimmee, Florida. Did I pronounce that right? Welcome, man. I appreciate you watching us, and hopefully you have a question for us. And if not, just hopefully we provide some good information for you, and definitely something to help you grow your business. Are you a CBN member? Let me know. If you're a CBN member, just type CBN in the chat for me. All right, next one we have Flint Made OG. Okay. What would you recommend in a new? All right. Hold on. Hold on just a second. All right. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So Flint Made OG, what would you recommend in a new business? It looks like it says M. I'm not sure. What would I recommend in a new business? Okay, do me a favor. I don't know if you finished the question, but I don't know what M is. So let me know what M is. I don't want to assume. I'll go to the next one and come back to you. All right. So, all right. I just made my business. I just started my business, Flip Made OG. I just started my business, M&M Janitorial Services. And right now I'm doing cold calls. What would you recommend I do as far as landing my first contract? Oh, there we go. We got the goat coming on. I'll let him add himself to the stage when he's ready. I don't want to just pop him on. All right, so let me finish up. So what would you recommend I do as far as landing my first contract right now? Okay, so you mean in reference to what ways you can gain or get your first contract? Cold calls is definitely a very, very good way to go. It's one of the quickest and easiest ways to go. And in reference to having time and being able to, get a lot of contact in reference to the amount of time that you have. There is door to door. You can go door to door also, which is really, really good. To me, I think door to door is a lot more, in my experience, going door to door, it makes it hard for people to say no, right? On the phone, it's real easy for somebody to say no, or just, say they're going to transfer you to somebody and then absolutely, they hang up on you. But if you're right there in their face and you're talking to them, and, you have a good personality and you're very professional, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get to talk to the person that you want to talk to, or you're going to get to leave them information. Either way, you make contact. Nowadays, a lot of calls are going to automated systems, so it's very difficult to get somebody right now. And my cold callers are dealing with that now. It's very difficult. So we're kind of coming up with different ways of doing that. But going face to face, door to door is definitely a really, really good way to go. All right, AJ, you're on. What's going on, brother?
What up, brother? How you been?
I'm good. I can't complain. I wouldn't if I could.
Right. We are. I should have known that answer. Right. Good. I appreciate you coming back on. Welcome back. It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah, it has been. I'm glad to be back. It feels good. I'm like nervous, man. I was like, man, I haven't been on here in a while.
Yeah, I randomly got nervous. So I'm like, bro, I was just live, day before yesterday? And I don't know what it is about these ones. For some reason, it's like I get a little bit of jitters. And it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't even get nervous when I did the in-person event the other day, but it was weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, glad we here, though. First off, did we introduce ourselves, who we is? We got...
Nope, I didn't. I just started talking.
Straight into it. All right, bet. Well, let's go ahead and reset the room real quick. So first off, thank everybody for coming in today. We're gonna make sure we get all y'all questions answered, so keep them coming. I appreciate everybody for joining us on this great Friday afternoon. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all ain't here getting this free game. So kudos to y'all. All right. So I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Klean Biz Network, aka the Clean and Business GOAT. And I've been on YouTube since about 2014. No, excuse me. Goddamn, when I get on here? About 2014, 2013, somewhere back there somewhere. But I've been on here giving out free game for years and years and years on this business stuff. That we went a step further with the Clean Biz Network. And that's why they call me the Clean and Business GOAT, because I help everybody do what they do in this cleaning industry, y'all. So that's who I am. And then we got my partner here. Let them know who you are.
What's going on? I'm Andrew Lewis. I am the owner of Squeaky Clean Commercial Cleaning Company and Clean Success Academy, and now Clean Success Staffing, VA Staffing Solutions. I am a part of the automations team that AJ has assembled, and most importantly, a part of CBN. And being in this position, being in CBN and the automations, has taken my business to an astronomical levels right now. I just picked up another account. I didn't tell you. I just found out today. So
not the one you were talking about, but the other one.
Another one.
Another one.
Yep. That one. I got it. Yep. So, and that's because of CBN and automations. It helps me do all of that stuff. It helps me manage everything. So if you're not in automations, you definitely got to get into it.
Let's do it. And by the way, for those who don't know, if you don't know how to get into that Clean and Business Automation program, you go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. All right. Both of us are in there giving y'all crazy value. And just real quick, for those who don't know, we're going to get back to the questions. Keep them coming in, y'all, because that's what we're here for. We love answering those questions right here on the live. But for those who don't know what the Clean and Business Automation program is, it's basically a formula, a program, a coaching program that you can follow that's going to help you automate your cleaning business. Very simple. We're going to show you how to generate leads nonstop. You turn them on, turn them off whenever you want, because that's most people's problem. They don't even know how to get customers. So before you can get a customer, you got to get a lead. So I show you how to do that. I've been running a lead generation company since 2018, providing leads for everybody all over the country, plus Canada. So now, if y'all want to know how to generate leads, I'm your guy, and I show you how to do that in that automation program. Also, we show you how to fix the subcontracting problem, right? Because once you figure out how to get customers, then the next thing is, well, who's going to clean it? Because you don't want it to be you. We're trying to automate, right? So we show you how to cover that portion of it. We show you in a very unique way that I don't think anybody out there is teaching you how to do. All right. So I show you that way. And then third and finally, my guy Andrew came along and he went through the program, and I showed him a couple of ways to do this software stuff. But then we got a CRM, and then Andrew just took it to another level. I said, you know what, bro, I need you to partner with me on this and help more people do it the way that you're doing it. So he came in, we built some pre-built automations for y'all, and that also comes with the program as well. So it's going to really set you in prime position to automate your cleaning company for real, like not just saying that, those who are in there, they know. All right. So that's what that is. And we're going to get back to these questions, and I'm ready to go. And again, how you sign up for Flint Made OG. Shout out to Flint, Michigan. I'm assuming that's what that means. He says how much to sign up. What is it? $19.97 right now. So go to the website. And it's a little webinar there as well on that checkout page. So if you still ain't sure, if I ain't explaining it enough, because I ain't feel like doing a whole presentation right now, I'm just letting you know it's there if you need it. But if it's a webinar on the checkout page, you can watch that and really go in detail on that. So, but that's what it is. All right. Where are we? I think we were right here. And you answered this very well, by the way. I was listening in. And I just want to add one more thing, too. So we said cold calling. We said door to door. And you're right. Like you said, it's harder in your experience for people to say no. Going door to door, I agree 1,000%. Only thing I would add to that, cleanbizleads.com. Go buy them as well. So if you don't got the time to go door to door, if you don't feel like you're good enough to cold call, hire my team. We'll do it for you at cleanbizleads.com. www.cleanbizleads.com. All right. What else we got going on in here? Shout out to Miss Charlotte checking in. Says hello to everyone. I believe you in the automation program as well. Appreciate that. Billy McPherson, my guy as well, also in the automation program. Appreciate you checking in with Wichita Pro Cleaners. Miss Maggie, welcome in. Happy Friday. Miss Maggie, appreciate you. I can't thank her enough. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get it because it's right here. Oh, gifted me this great book the other day. So shout out to Miss Maggie out here in Jacksonville, Florida with me. It is, what is it? John C. Maxwell, The Daily Reader. I started reading it yesterday, so it's like a passage each day you can kind of read and get some gems from it. So shout out to Miss Maggie, amongst other things that she did that we're working on behind the scenes I can't talk about yet. All right, what else we got? My guy Anthony. Oh, she was also at the recent in-person training. So shout out to Miss Maggie for getting certified, subcontractor certification, and more coming soon. A couple of people asked me. I'll let y'all know. All right, Anthony Wright checking in. Appreciate you out in Kissimmee, Florida. What else we got? I got that one already. All right, Miss Tabitha says, do you have to have your LLC before you start the course? Absolutely not. All right, so you can start right through the course. As a matter of fact, I wanted to make sure, now be clear, actually, we talk about automation course. Got to remember that. So, but the answer is still the same because, okay, so we got two different programs here. So the basic program with Clean Business Network, it comes with the Clean Business Starter course. In the Clean Business Starter course, that sounds like what will be more ideal for you if you don't have an LLC yet. And that's for everybody starting. It teaches you literally everything from A to Z. So I included even the stuff like how to get your LLC, how to get your EIN, all of the basics. I mean, you name it is in there. Now, if you get the automation program, which we're here to talk about today, that actually includes that with it. So a lot of times people like, well, I want to go ahead and get the automation program because I want to learn how to do this thing automated. But you kind of in the beginning stages. I said, you know what? We'll go ahead and bundle that. So if you get the automation program, you'll still get the starter course. So I say, if you want to get both, get it. Start with the automation course first and then move on to that. Start with the starter course first, then move on to the automation. All right, cool. Miss Jared checking in. Shout out to Jared. Make sure y'all check out her YouTube channel as well. She says, hey, everyone, AJ, I ordered your book on Amazon yesterday. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that got my book. I don't even talk about my book, do I?
Nope, you don't.
Right. My name, by the way, so if you want to get that, make sure you go to Amazon and look up AJ Simmons, The Entrepreneur's Guidebook. All right, that book is definitely available there. My guy, Top Notch Terry, checking in. CBN. Salute to you as well. Appreciate you.
How you doing?
Yes, sir. All right. So no questions on Instagram, no questions left on YouTube. So y'all, we're gonna wait for y'all. Appreciate that. She said the book is great. I appreciate that. So let's jump into it. Let's talk about these new contracts and how you were able to use the automation system to help you with getting these contracts. Talk about, give us a little. I know you're gonna do a whole dive into it, but give us a little something about this new stuff you got going on.
Yeah. So this contract that I just got, it's with a huge community center, right? And I got it, and I kind of go into it a little bit. I got it by going into, well, pretty much what I just said. So my daughter was doing dance in this community center. They do personal lessons, and she was doing dance, and my wife had gone there. And when we go places, we're always looking around, seeing how to clean, I'm sure all cleaners do it.
Right. I do it to this day, and I can't help myself.
Yeah, I always do it. So she sent me a picture. She said, you need to contact these people because their cleaning company must be horrible, right? They're not doing a good job. So I went in there the next day because I had to drop my daughter off, and I was like, I asked them and said, who's the person responsible for hiring your cleaning company? And they told me right then and there, but they weren't available. So I had a card. I gave them my card. The very next day they contacted me, right? And they called me in and said, hey, we're looking to, change what we have because they're getting so many members because you joined the community center and you did so many different events for mainly older people, right? So they had so many people coming in that the cleaning that they had going on, or the amount of cleaning that they had going on, could not sustain the amount of people that they had, right? So they were like, well, can you come in and do a walkthrough? Did a walkthrough, trying to make a long story, not long. Did a walkthrough real quick, right? Went back came back to my office, sent them a proposal using the CRM, right? And with that proposal, one thing that I think that helped me get the contract is because in that proposal, I added the part about all of the people that are going to be working for that, doing that cleaning. I'm going to give them memberships to that club, right? As a part of being, a part of the, being, an employee or being a cleaner there, right? So they're going to get memberships to it. And that's one of the things that kind of caught their eye. And I did that because I lost a contract that way, right? I lost a contract probably about 2 years ago. I did a proposal and I did a video about it. It was for a YMCA and it was multiple buildings, right? And he gave me feedback, right? Because I saw him again and we talked, he gave me feedback. And he said one of the reasons we went with the other team was two reasons. One was they're a bigger company and they could handle all of the buildings that they had. Right. Perfectly cool with that. But then he also said one thing that stood out for us was that they guaranteed that anybody that worked in our buildings would be members of those buildings. So I took that information. I said, oh, let me try this now and see if it worked. It worked, right? So now moving on, once we did our little, I had to come in and do a presentation with the director and the deputy director of the recreation center here, right? So that was pretty cool. But what happened was they said, well, hey, since we're trying to see about you doing this. They said, how about you do this renovation clean for us? So we did the renovation clean. But with the renovation clean, when I sent them the estimate or the proposal for it, in addition to that, I sent them, hey, this is what it would cost if you wanted recurring services. So I put that also into the bid, into the proposal. So I just got a call today. He said, hey, you can come pick up your check. So I went to come pick up my check. And he was like, he said, hey, you can, we want to get on bi-weekly services. He said, did anybody contact you? I was like, no. He's like, nobody contacted me. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, we'll do it. Whatever, we'll absolutely do it. I don't even remember how much I'm charging. I have to go back and look. But the fact that, all of this stuff was automated, and all while this is going on, I'm doing other things. The proposal was automated. Them signing it, of course. The post that's going out for employees and for my subcontractors, even though employees are going into these to this job, everything is automated. Everything is going just like that. I'm not losing my mind trying to figure out how I'm going to make this happen. I'm actually extremely calm about it.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Yeah, I'm extremely calm. It's crazy. But yeah, it's been amazing.
I love it. Kudos to you. That's good right there. By the way, so we like to brag on this channel. Did you share what we talking about as far as the contract amount yet?
No, I didn't. It's going to be close, just under 4,000 a month.
Come on now. Let's do another one. Come on now. I appreciate it, man. That's love right there. So
yeah, appreciate it.
Again, all of this automated, he said. Automated, like we ain't running back and forth trying to get all this stuff together. He ain't out here breaking his neck trying to find these subs to fill this big contract. Because to me, I don't know about y'all, but to me, $4,000 a month is a big contract for one contract. That's pretty solid.
And I lost a contract too. I lost a contract for one of my accounts, and this contract is more than double, probably triple that account.
Damn.
Yeah, triple that account.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, but congrats again, bro. All right, I'm gonna jump back into these questions, and we're gonna see what we got. So, shout out to Miss Charlotte. She said, "Yes, that is a great book. I appreciate you." Miss Maggie said, "I purchased your book in July. AJ, I need your autograph. I got you, guaranteed." Appreciate that. Anthony Wright says, "Should you be at a certain profit margin before starting the automation program?" I love that question, but I wanted you to ask it in a different way, but I'm gonna answer it the way you asked it, and then I'm explaining the way I wanted to explain it. So, at a certain profit margin, no, because I mean, whether your profit margin is 10% or 80%, it's gonna be a good program for you. Now, I think what I was hoping that you asked, that you might have really wanted to ask, was should you be at a certain revenue before you get into this program, or have a certain amount of, I guess, extra disposable income maybe. So here's my answer to that, and I answered this at the conference too. All right, man. So you can get it at any level, because like I was just saying earlier when the other person asked, because it's gonna come with a starter course anyway. So even if you're not quite ready to implement the processes that we teach in that program, it's cool because it'll be there for you when you are ready, and you're getting rid of that monthly fee to be in CBN because that's waived for that whole first year when you get the automation program. But now, when can you actually implement it? That's a good question. That's a better question. So the answer is this: you're definitely going to have a certain budget aside, because one of the things that we teach you in the program is to hire virtual assistants in order to carry out a lot of these tasks to help things be automated for you. Because again, what makes a system anyway? People and software, right? Hiring other people to do stuff so you don't have to do it, and software is to automate and do stuff automatically so you don't have to do stuff. And so in order to deploy some of these softwares and people, we're gonna need a little bit of a budget. So I always tell people at least be ready to go ahead and invest about maybe $500 extra a month to deploy some of these things that we're gonna teach you in that program. All right, cool. Great questions. Keep them coming. Miss Rosanna Lewis. Hello, Rosanna from Aunt Rose's Cleaning Service. Appreciate you checking in. Welcome in. And she said, congratulations, Mr. Lewis. All right. What else we got? Miss Charlotte said, congratulations as well to Mr. Lewis. All right. And then no more questions. Where we at, y'all? Look, I thought everybody was, you know what I mean? When we came back, I thought we were going to have question after question. You know what I mean? But it's all good, though. But either way, bottom line is this. I can go so many directions, but I'm going to go this way. All right. So bottom line is this: when you start a cleaning company, right? Matter of fact, I'll go off of this without that post I made early on social. People don't realize how much money is in this industry. But the thing is, one of the main reasons is because we all grew up watching, that random uncle that had a cleaning service, or that one grandma or whoever that had a cleaning service. And we saw them running all over town. They got the little Bluetooth thing in their ear, and they doing all the cleaning. This ain't what we on. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to build a real scalable company, that's what the automation program is about. It's about teaching you how to get out of that field and actually scale your cleaning company. Because like I've been saying from damn near the beginning of this channel, there's a difference between adding and multiplying, y'all. Like, you can get a $4,000 a month account like Andrew got and go clean in there. You know what I mean? Monday through Friday and however many days a week you got to clean it. And that's going to be pretty much all your time. Maybe you add one more of those. That's it. You tapped out because you're one person. Even if you got a helper, you and your spouse, or you and your partner, whoever it is, but y'all pretty much tapped out at about $8,000 a month. I don't see people doing more than that. So what you have to do instead is hire some people to go in there and do it for you and keep a percentage for yourself. You know what I mean? You keep some, pay them some, put a little sum in the business for profit, and duplicate them efforts. Because when you're not doing the cleaning, when you're not doing all of the software stuff, the administrative stuff, when you're not doing everything in your company, now you have the ability to scale. You know what I mean? Now, and when I say scale, that means that you can grow the business. You're in position to accept new business to its fullest capacity. Because if you don't have things in place and systems in place, then guess what? New opportunity comes along and your ass can't take it, because guess what? You didn't have the manpower, you didn't have the software, you didn't have the systems in place to even take it on. So you get a new contract offer for $10,000 a month for 2 days, and you can't start because you don't know where to go. So that's the type of stuff that we are trying to position you for with the automation program, so that you are in position to scale up. All right. Mr. Charlotte says, get the automation while the price, the amount of information that they put in the automation will help you. The software amount could be higher. That's a fact. That's a big fact. Could be way higher. Because you got to remember this too. Never mind, I ain't gonna go that route, but that's a big fact. I ain't gonna, because I realize sometimes I will say information that'll be way over people's head, and it's like, never mind. Actually, I ain't even have to say all that because now they're confused. But anyway, this is the fact. Because as a matter of fact, me and Andrew are actually working on adding to the program. So that's great for people who get in early, but it's bad for everybody else, because that means that when we add more value, well, for more value, you got to pay more money to get that value, right? And so, matter of fact, you want to go ahead and tell them about some of the things that you've been working on in behind the scenes, and I'll go ahead and let them know as well what I've been adding on my end.
Yeah. So one of the things that I'm working on is the client portal, right? And the client portal, if it gives you a different kind of professional look, right? In the client portal, each individual client will get a link or get access to their own separate portal where they have all the information about their account, about their contract, from the schedule to all the documents that you guys have signed, whether it be the actual contract, any invoices you'll be able to give them access to within a client portal. They'll be able to go in, and if they have any issues or concerns or any type of feedback they want to give you, they can go into the client portal and they can, send you kind of hey, this needs to be taken care of, or can they make sure the next time that they come, they touch this point, or they clean this because they missed it. Anything like that. All that stuff was going to be in a client portal, giving them the ability to have, basically 24-hour communication channel with you, right? Or your team or your staff, or however you want to put it. Not that they're going to be calling you all the time, but you're going to be getting updates or anything that happens, pretty much 24/7. Also, what's going to be on there, or is if they want to do special, hold on just a second, because somebody's having a dryer on. I don't know if y'all can you hear the hair dryer?
A little bit, but not like crazy.
Anyway, all right. That went to my man cave.
Right.
Anyway, so we're gonna have that. And the other thing is, you want me to tell them about the VA thing too?
Go for it.
All right. So also with the new addition or changes to the automations kit, we're going to provide you with a VA for a period of time to be determined to help you get your CRM straight, help you, whether it be cold calling. There's going to be certain things they're going to help you do to get your business up and going, or get your business to the next level, help you kind of get the ball rolling. So you're going to have a VA. We're going to teach you how to use the VA and what you can use the VA for to help you with your business. So that's going to be included in the automations course. There's more to it that I'm going to have them do, but we have kind of got to fine tune that part of it. But you're going to have a VA for probably right around 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks if I can push it. I'm trying to see. I can't just give you all my VAs like that, but
no, for sure.
But I will say this about the automations course, right? And I got to give AJ so much credit for this. Because of the automations course and the information that I learned on there, it helped me learn how to create a whole other business just from the automations course, right? So you can use this information not just in cleaning. You can use this information in any type of business that you want to open.
Now that's facts, and that's actually the next level. Appreciate that, and that's the next level of Clean Biz Network. And it's crazy. We was talking about that at the last training. Miss Maggie and then Timmy, and they were saying how clean biz could be everything. Like just run a clean biz. You know what I mean? But long story short, is like because all of this stuff applies to every business across the board. These automation systems that we're talking about, a lot of the leadership principles that I'm teaching, the managements, all of that good stuff. So that's definitely the future for sure. So the fact that you pointed that out too, I appreciate that, because it's definitely, you can take this and go in. I mean, look at me. I started with the cleaning business. Now we running a software company, education company, lead generation service, like all type of stuff. I mean, the list goes on. E-commerce as well, drop shipping. So, I mean, I try to give as much as I can because we got a lot of value over here. All right. Tabitha says, how fast has a person finished the course and started the business? I have no idea. I never asked. To be honest with you, I have no idea. But if there's anybody on here that's watching that want to chime in on that, how fast did you get through the course and actually start your business and get rolling? All right. Because this is a self-paced course too. So just so if that add more context, like as fast as you decide to dedicate to your business and go through it, the faster that it'll happen for you. Some people get the program and they just, put in a little module here, time at a time, and it's like it take them forever to get rolling. Versus some people, they dive in, knock it all out in a day, get started within a week, and the next thing you know, within that first month, they got their first deal and they're growing from there. So it just depends. All right. Pure Pure Floor Ray says, I asked you a question on IG, but I think you only answered. Yeah, so definitely, I see you repasted it down here. Here we go. I have systems and automation set up as well. But my question is, when are you being personal with the customer or the decision maker? That's also important. When are you being personal? Well, I don't want to be personal with them, but I think I know. I think you're trying to say basically building a relationship with them. Is that what you're asking? So, and then are you asking me? Am I when I'm being personal? Yeah, he talking about when are you being personal with the decision maker at the buildings.
You
So no,
should always be.
I don't want to be personal. Everything is
Well,
business.
yeah, if they're talking a relationship, you should always be showing your
That part.
face.
That
Yeah,
part.
that's
Like
what
you
I get.
definitely want to build a relationship, but I wouldn't say personal. But I guess you worded it a different way than I want to understand it. But I do know. I think I know what you're saying. So yeah, always be building a relationship. So one thing I was just talking about on my live on Wednesday was routine inspections. You know what I mean? Like always have a routine inspection schedule. So if you know you got 5 day a week accounts, try to make sure you popping in there randomly at least once a month or once every other month, showing face during the daytime. Then in the nighttime, you popping in randomly routine inspections a little more often, checking behind your team as well and replenishing your stuff and all of that good stuff. But always be in there during the daytimes, randomly here or there, show your face. You know what I mean? Go through there with your inspection report using the automation system, and then use that mobile app, whether it's on your tablet or on your phone, and taking note on your inspection form that we created for you in the Clean Business Network member app, and do that. You know what I mean? But definitely always be doing that. And that's also, matter of fact, don't you got an automation for? I don't know if you put it in the program or not, but don't you got an automation for like reviews and stuff too, and like reaching
Yeah,
out to them?
yeah. It's an automation that automatically sends them an email after a certain period of time, trying to see how we're asking them, okay, how is the service going? Any issues or anything like that? If they have issues, then in that email they'll respond and let us know that they have issues. But also after they get that email, depending on what their response is, then another email is going to go to them, sending them a request to send us a review on Google, right? So that automatically happens after a period of time. So say, for instance, I started a new account after about a week or so, it'll ask, okay, so how's the services going? Any issues, any concerns, stuff like that. And then after that, say about maybe a day later, it's going to ask them for a review. Now, I forget how long it is. I don't think it's a day, but it asks them for a review. It sends a link. They click on the link. They go right to my Google reviews and they give me a review.
Perfect. Love that. And he did come back and add context. Okay. But I thought that's what you meant, but I was like, I don't know now. Because some people will do that. They'll get too personal. I seen one guy thought he was going to flirt his way through the business and keep trying to charm these women. They're not playing with you. I mean, with everybody on business time. But anyway. All right. Anthony says, what's the ideal revenue to have before starting the automation program? I don't know if I got an ideal revenue. I think the better way for me to answer that would be, as long as you got an extra amount set aside each month that you can afford to cover it. And like I said, that ideal amount would be to start with at least about $500 a month extra to cover the cost of your VA. That's the main thing you're paying for. The software is already included in your purchase when you get the automation program, because we provide that for you. But the main thing is going to be just covering the cost of that VA that you hire to try to implement some of these things that we're teaching you. And then I do show you something in module 2 to help cover with that. But I don't want you to just only rely on that, though. But there is a little trick that I show you to increase some extra revenue for you as well. But I would say, as long as you got an extra $500 to invest in the program every single month, that'll be ideal. All right, cool. What else we got? He said not per. Oh, I already got that one. All right, cool. What else we got? Flint May says, I watched one of your videos when I was researching on getting a franchise, and you made me decide to be independent. You have some real knowledge, and everyone should take part of this free game, guaranteed. Guaranteed, whether you get any program that we have to offer, no matter what, watch our videos. And by the way, Andrew has a channel as well. Let them know your channel, by the way.
You can get me on, well, actually the main one I kind of post on now is Clean Success Academy on YouTube. So that's where everything's going pretty much there. There in my main channel, which is Sherman Andrew Lewis Jr. on YouTube. But Clean Success Academy, if you want to talk about automations, it's going to be on there.
Got it. And just to go back to this point, watch our stuff for sure, free game, because my goal here is not to just come here and try to get your money. I know a lot of people on this internet, and that's what they do. That's all they're here for. pay me. For sure, this is my business, right? I definitely want to be profitable, but at the very same time, more than anything, I'm here to help y'all first. That's the most important thing. You know what I mean? So definitely, if you're not in a position right now to invest in anything that we plan to offer, or you just don't want to, regardless, stay subscribed, stay watching, stay liking, stay commenting, because the information we give free game all the time. So appreciate that. My guy Marlon Robert says, how much is the automation program? I did say it earlier. I believe it's $19.97 right now. So you go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation, and that'll be where that program is at. All right, cool. Keith Claiborne says, great info over here on IG. Saturday Love 305 says, I'm tuned in. I appreciate you. What else we got over here? I think that was somebody with a carpet business said something about the decision maker where they didn't have no contacts. They said clean air, carpet clear. That's what carpet care says, the decision maker. I'm not sure what they meant by that, but shout out to the decision makers. Right. Cool. All right, you got any other free game you want to get to them right quick, and then I'm gonna jump into and let them know what I'm working on adding to the program as well.
Yeah. So you were saying, let people. Okay, let's put it this way. I'm so fixated on my VAs right now, and right now my VAs are doing everything, like the portal. My VA is creating that as we speak. Right. And also, I want to give a shout out to Almetric. Yeah, Almetric. I definitely want to give a shout out to Almetric and my VA that she has that's helping her do that. Yeah. They're killing it. But, just getting the motivation to kind of reattack the portal, because she's doing one herself. And, the way that she's doing it is awesome. So I kind of piggyback off of a lot of stuff that she did and just added some more stuff to it and kind of changed it up. But, yeah, shout out to Almetric. But what people need to realize is, they want to get into getting VAs and stuff like that. It really doesn't cost a lot, if you know how to do it. And AJ teaches you how to do it in the automations course. And also the other, the in-house lead generation, right?
Yep. But we don't have
but I'll plug it in. I'll plug it. He ain't gonna plug it. I'll plug it. The in-house lead generation service, right?
Yeah.
In there. But if you get the automations, you get all of that. But he teaches you how to do it. But people don't realize it really does not cost that much. And other thing people need to understand is that you can use your VAs for more than just cold calls. Yeah. When I have my discovery calls with everybody wants cold calls. But when I talk to them, they realize how many more things they can actually do to buy their time back, right? There's so many things that they can do to take off your plate. It gives you the opportunity to start working on your business and not in your business. And that's what we all try to do. We're trying to get our time back. So definitely get into the automations and learn what you can learn in there. I tell you, that's how I was able to do it. I learned from AJ, and man, I'll forever be grateful for the information. So
appreciate it. This is the product of the program, by the way. He started off in a regular basic CVM membership. He was doing cool. Everything was good. But then he said, you know what? I'm going to reinvest with this guy. I worked on that. Let's try this. He went up again, and the next thing you know, he did so well with it. I said, hey, look, I need you to come help me with this because you're doing stuff that I ain't even think to include in it. So, you know what I mean? So appreciate that. And by the way, so everybody, we had a couple people ask about the price. Let me just reiterate this because I didn't take it home earlier, which is this. So it is $19.97 right now. Be clear, we talking about things we're about to add into it. And the goal is October. Did we put a date in October?
Did we put a date? I don't know if we put a date. Let's say pick it, and then do it.
I said it first, and I'm scared to say it now because it's like, damn, am I gonna be?
Don't say the 1st of October. Let's not do that.
So we got a lot we working on, but the good news is once we add that stuff, once you in there, you in there. So all of those upgrades, y'all ain't gonna be like the people that's in there. You get grandfathered in, and we already know we raising that price. Right now, that price is looking around about $5K. Just to be straight up with you, if we can get the cost lower, we will. But because of the things that we add into it, that mean that the price got to go up because the value is going up. And yeah, so there's that. Also, to follow that up, one of the things that I'm adding that's huge because everybody talking about it, and it's like you got to adapt with the times or get left behind. So you already know I'm on it. I've been adapting all these years. I've been on here for a good long time now. Here I am, still here getting it. And so AI, we got to do it, y'all. So not only are we going to show you how to get these VAs, which by the way, I've been killing this damn VA game for a long time. Now all these, people want to come through and follow that wagon, right? But we've been doing this over here at CBN. But a lot of the people, they had local people and they were paying them way more than what we pay them, with our system. So shout out to us for being ahead of the curve. And so that's what we're trying to do as well with the AI. And so that's going to even help us even more. I know if some people, they want to be stuck in the past and you want to say, well, I want to keep my jobs local and I want to take care of my people. Listen, I get it. I'm with you. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's bigger than you. And so don't get left behind. Make sure that you can adapt. And so all I'm going to do is make sure that we provide the training to make sure that your company can keep up. And so we're setting up those systems. So I'm going to do some pre-built AI agents for y'all that I'm going to build myself and make sure that it can be transferable to any cleaning business. I'll give y'all some basic standard prompts that every cleaning company will need. And then I'll show you how to add more prompts to help customize it for your company. So that's something that I'm adding to the program as well. And then it was something else you said. Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was one more thing. You just mentioned it, and I was like, damn, I should even add that as well. It was something you just said. I can't think of what it is now. But I was like, but anyway, if I think about it, we'll get back to it. But yeah, y'all, so we got a lot of stuff coming on. We got a lot of stuff coming, on the way for y'all. So it would behoove you, if you're interested in this type of stuff and not just the basic grade level, like basic level knowledge of it, definitely hop in that automation program, all right, for sure. Now, I'm not sure who's listening, but I did see some beginner level questions. So I just want to be clear with y'all. We're not here just to try to take your money. I want to make sure you get in the right program. So I'll be straight up with you. If you brand spanking new, you're not sure if you want to do all this automating and this and that, cool. We do got other basic lower level programs for you at cleanbiznetwork.com. I believe Andrew has some stuff as well on his site, Clean Success Academy, I believe it.com. So check out both and see what, if you want to start at a lower level. But if you're ready to get yourself in a position where you can actually scale, automate, stay ahead of the curve, definitely check out cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. All right, we 5 minutes to 3. That came kind of fast. Yeah. We got final thoughts. I don't see more questions coming through. If we get more questions, y'all can buy a little bit more time out of us. But other than that, we give y'all some fun. Actually, I see one over here on Instagram real quick. I'm going to get this first. Let's see. Merrill Cleaning Services says on IG says, in CBN, I'm currently with. Okay. In CBN, I'm currently with Jam Pro, but trying to leave. But my only income at the moment, I don't know how to go about it with the non-compete because they have most of the work in my area besides Janet King. Okay, couple things. Good news for you is I am a cleaning franchise veteran. All right, I've done been with the big three. I've been through Janet King, I've been through Coverall, and I've been through Jam Pro. First thought is this. So, all right, let me see which order I want to go in. All right, I'll start here. One, you said you got a non-compete. I would get that checked with your attorney if you really want to get out of there or somebody, because according to my knowledge, Trump got rid of non-compete agreements about 2 years ago. It might have been longer than that, but non-compete stopped a little while ago. Now, you do got non-solicitation. So just for those who don't know the difference, non-compete means that you can't go do the same type of business in this area for X amount of time. So they saying you can't do another cleaning business and compete and go get your own customers outside of them. That's a non-compete. Non-solicitation would mean you can't go and try to go steal the customers that the franchise got you from under them and skip them as the middleman. So that's the difference. So no, you can't not solicit your current customers and try to take them, but compete, you can, according to my knowledge of the updated law. Okay, so check into that, double check into that. They might didn't update their franchise disclosure agreement, but just because they didn't upgrade theirs don't mean that the law don't supersede that. So keep that in mind. That's number one. Number two, what I would do, actually, I'm going to assume, but I don't know if you did, but I'm going to assume, and I think most franchises are doing this now anyway. Back in my day, you could buy a cleaning franchise directly through your name. As time has gone on and they all been facing class action lawsuits because they've been fighting against whether a franchise owner is an employee or not. And so they started making people get LLCs before they buy a franchise. Me, with my reading, research, and ass, I did my LLC from the beginning, way back in the day. And so I bought mine through an LLC because I just knew that would have made more sense from a business standpoint. So I'm going to assume, though, that you bought your cleaning business through your LLC too. So what I would do if I know I'm ready to gear up and get out of that franchise is I would go start a second LLC and use that LLC to start getting contracts outside of them. Then once you get enough contracts outside of them that brings in close or enough to match what you were bringing in within them, sell the franchise and then go all in on that LLC you started outside of them. And then that money that you sold the franchise for, that'll just be more money that you can plug into this new LLC for marketing, buying leads, whatever you may want to choose to do. All right. Or just some extra hell. Don't take a vacation. You've been grinding probably for a while. All right. So there's that. One thing else. What else I had on that? Franchise. Oh, how to sell it. So you can either sell it independently as a whole, whether you put it on LoopNet, whether you put it on LoopNet.com, whether you put it on Craigslist.com, whether you put it out in Facebook groups for cleaning businesses, whether you put it however you do it, but you can sell it through a business broker as well. So that's one way to do it. You can sell the individual accounts to other franchise owners within your franchise organization locally. All right. So that's another way you can do it. And then a third way, which a lot of people don't know about, and all master franchises won't do it, but you can still try it. I've done it myself, and I've helped other people do it in the past, and that's you can sell the franchise itself back to the master franchise owner, or sell the accounts themselves individually back to the master franchise owner. Now, those last couple of ways I mentioned, anything internal within the franchise holds the least amount of value. If you sell it out on the open market, you can get more value for it. So just keep that in mind. All right, so I think I beat that as good as I feel like beating it for now. But long story short, you can get out of there. Hop in CBN, we got you from there, because a lot of stuff you don't know from a cleaning franchise that they withhold from you, like how to get your own customers, like how to bid, that type of stuff. Doing your accounting, you know what I mean? All of the stuff that real business owners do that you have no idea about because franchises don't tell you that. We got you over here. You know how to clean. They will. You get that experience because you get enough buildings, right? You know how to. Hopefully, you know how to talk to customers by now if you had enough of them with them. But it's more so that the real business stuff, and that's those holes that we fill over here at Clean Business Network. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, Andrew, what we got as we go to these final words?
Man, Clean Business Network. I'm sorry. What is it? Clean Business University.
.com
/automations. That's what I have.
Yeah. All right, let us know how you can follow your journey and all that good stuff.
All right, like I said before, I'm S. Andrew Lewis. I am the owner of Squeaky Clean LLC here in South Carolina, but also the founder of Clean Success Academy and Clean Success VA Staffing Solutions. You can follow me on YouTube. If you want to talk about automations, you want to hear about automations, follow my YouTube channel, Clean Success Academy. If you want to hear other things about, the life of a cleaning business entrepreneur, you're going to see that on Sherman Andrew Lewis Jr., or it'll also be on Clean Success Academy. It's not a whole lot of stuff on Squeaky Clean other than cleaning stuff now, and we're kind of cleaning that up. But definitely follow, like, subscribe, share, all the above.
Love it. And I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Business Network. Find me at AJ Simmons Online, just like you see it on my little name tag thing up there on Instagram. AJ Simmons on Facebook, everywhere else. What else we got? CleanBizNetwork.com is the main website. CleanBizUniversity.com/automation is where you can get this automation program. Go there directly. Other than that, thank everybody so much for joining us on this live today. We'll try to keep doing more of these for y'all as time goes. And reach out. We both available. We here. Obviously, we busy being running our companies, but we do try to do our best to make time when we can make time. So feel free to reach out. Thank y'all for watching. CleanBizUniversity.com/automation. Thank y'all. We out here. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the #1 source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you.
top, ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm